everyone, welcome back to our channel. Rebecca's doing the crew. Today we are making a Christmas gift for Stuart's parents back home in Ohio. I did not use this tree because we have 9 children and I needed a much larger tree for this project, but I did purchase this to show everyone that this is a great option when making this project. It is the Make It Christmas brand called Swirly Whirly Tree and was originally $6.99, but these are always 50% off, making it $3.50, and you can use the 40% off one item online coupon that's always available, making it even cheaper. And then we're also going to need some of this Make It Christmas ornaments. This is the round ornament. It comes 6 in a pack, and it's just the unfinished wood, and we're going to use this to do photo transfers. You also need a bottle of the Mod Podge Photo Transfer Medium. Now, you don't have to use this. I've never transferred photos onto the wood before, so I wanted to do it kind of the way it's supposed to be done with the photo medium, but I have seen people use just regular matte Mod Podge and it worked just fine. But I am going to use this just because I found it. And then you're also going to need some sponge brushes. I found this 25 pack at Walmart for $3.95. And then you're going to need, probably the most important part of this project are the photos. So you need your photos printed on a laser printer. I can't stress that enough. It will not transfer a regular photo. I did not know that to start. I didn't do it, but I did some research and figured out that I had to go get these made because my laser printer just prints black and white because I used to homeschool and I made about 1 million copies a day. So you need to get that done. What I did is I took the pictures that I wanted and I had them made onto a disc or a CD at Walgreens. It was only a couple dollars. It took a little while. I think it took about a half an hour to get it done. And then I went up to Office Max and had them print the pictures onto the laser printer for me. And it was like, I got probably 50 pictures printed because it's like 79 cents a sheet. And I got 9 per sheet. So I have a whole bunch done that I'm going to use to make a bunch of ornaments for some family that live back home in Ohio. And so I'm real excited to see how this project turns out, and I hope you are too. You ready, Bentley? Say hi. And let's get started. Okay, so for the ornaments, I decided to make for the grandparents are 2-sided. I was just thinking about how much my kids have changed and how neat it would be to put their hospital baby pictures from the day they were born on one side and a current photo of what they look like now on the other. So this is my oldest son, Nathaniel. He's 22 and obviously has changed the most, which I think is what makes this project so much fun. It really brought back a lot of memories for me making these, and I hope it does the same for my kids' grandparents when they open up this gift. So the first thing I did, the bottle said to actually cover the wood with the Mod Podge, which you'll see in later parts of the video. I actually used the Mod Podge to cover the photo. I just think it worked better that way. But for this first one, I used a really thick layer of the photo Mod Podge to cover the ornament. And then I took my photo and turned it upside down onto the center of the ornament. Now, using like a credit card or a library card or just pretty much anything you have that could work as a squeegee to kind of scrape this onto the wood would be perfect. I just had this little square piece of wood left over from another project, so I used that. But scraping this down, especially near the edges, helps to really spread out the Mod Podge and make a nice even layer underneath so that you make sure all the ink is going to be transferred onto the ornament. So for this one, I'm going to do the Mod Podge right onto the photo. So this is my daughter, Shaylin, and she's 20 years old. And I just like the way that this one turned out much better. It was just easier to transfer this onto the wood. And then it was easier to be able to do the other side at the same time. So I really like the method of applying the Mod Podge straight to the photo. And that way you can see that it's, really saturated and fully covered. So then I just kind of eyeball where the center is of my ornament and I put the photo on there and then scraped it down like I did the other one. Now when I finished with this side, because it wasn't so sticky because I didn't have Mod Podge all over the ornament, it was way easier to go ahead and just flip it over and do the other side of the ornament with her baby picture. So I highly recommend if you're going to do a 2-sided ornament, doing it this way. Okay, so we're just gonna mist this with some water and then rub with our rag first to see how this comes off. So here you just want to keep misting it with water lightly and just rubbing gently until you get all of the printer paper off of the photo.
Now that our photos have been transferred to our wooden ornaments, we're going to decorate around the outside. We're going to sponge brush on some Mod Podge and then decorate by sprinkling on some glitter.
When putting our regular matte Mod Podge onto the ornament, we overlap the edges of the photo just a little bit. Now that we've applied the glitter to both sides of our ornaments and let them dry on each side for 24 hours each, so this took 2 days, we're going to seal it with Mod Podge Super High Shine Acrylic Sealer. Then I purchased these ornament hooks from Walmart for $1.98 and applied them to each of the ornaments. The supplies to build the larger tree that I used are found in the description box below. I went to Lowe's and they cut the wood for me for free. The next thing I did is I took my wood and I laid it out on the garage floor and I placed my ornaments in the crossbars where I thought I would want them to be. Then I took some eye hooks and screwed them into the bottom of the bars, and this is what my ornaments are hanging from. After screwing in all the crossbars in with one screw, I also attached the back stand with a hinge. At the bottom of the back, I put a foot across the bottom to help support the back so that it wouldn't fall over. Then I took 2 eye hooks and placed it in the middle of both the front and the back bar and tied this twine in between to keep it from sliding open too far. And this created a perfectly stable base to hang my ornaments from. Now for the fun part, decorating the tree. So the first thing I did is to take this silver ornament from Dollar Tree and screw that to the top. Then I used these LED lights to put on the back. I attached them with some double-sided sticky tape. I used 3 of them, 1 for each of the rows. Then I used this wired garland and this red bows to help decorate the tree, and this monogram letter B for the top center. And this is what the tree looks like finished. I really love the way it turned out, and it's really cool because the ornaments spin around and you can see them as they are now, for what age they are, and their baby pictures. And I think their grandparents are just absolutely going to love this tree for Christmas. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share this video with your friends. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing, and thank you so much for watching this video. Merry Christmas!